Welcome to Theimpactplay, the premier source for discussing and reviewing the latest in technology and video games. My name is Muhammad, anime shows and producers here on the ones and twos. So we are the simple hope for the marginalized, giving voices to the voices and showing the stories of the world. Make sure to subscribe to us over at YouTube at youtube.com/@Theimpactplay. Be sure to have notifications on so you don't miss a beat. So we are live recording this episode on our YouTube channel. So no matter wherever you consume us or wherever you consume us, we are there. Your support is what keeps the lights and mics on. You can learn more by visiting at theimpactplay.com/support, where you get access to some exclusive perks, some exclusive benefits just for our supporters, such as getting the show ad free, whole ton of content for everyone else, and more. We are Epic Partners. Every purchase you make with the Epic Game Store, use that credit code Theimpactplay, help us in a brand new way, no added cost to you, so you use that credit code. When you're buying anything Rocket League, Fortnite, Fall Guys, or even claiming any free titles with the Epic Game Store, it will definitely help us out a ton. So, we have a lot to discuss in this regular live recording of the show, which we will commence after a few words from our sponsors. Your support is what helps us do what we can do by providing you with the latest news, discussions, reviews, and even interviews here on the show on the Big Play. So be sure to consider following us on youtube.com/at Theimpactplay, or go to our domain and click on the YouTube icon. It'll take you to our YouTube page, and be sure you have notifications on, and be sure also consider subscribing. We have a lot of content for you, such as reviews, coverage events, and what have you. And also, if you want to go a step further, you can go to our support page and support us. You have a couple ways to do so. This helps us continue what we can do if you want to go above and beyond. For Commander, playthroughs and discussions around Magic the Gathering, be sure to check out my new show, The Commander Play, which this show started last month, and we do live episodes on YouTube on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/at The Commander Play, or just simply click on our YouTube icon or link down in on our URL, and also consider following us on Spotify, podcast, Apple Podcast, and more. In a world where we have less time than ever, instead of reading books, whether it be digital or physical, you can sign up for Audible, the most efficient way of consuming books on Earth. You can sign up for your free 30-day trial, immediately get access to 1 credit. If you have Amazon Prime, a double that is 2 credits, good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, that is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Well, it happened, everyone. The TikTok ban has been signed into law. It passed through the House, it passed through the Senate, and it even passed by Joe Biden's desk as well. So, and the funny thing is how they hid this bill in a foreign aid bill. So that's what made it having being signed as well. And they and that foreign aid bill, so they've approved, I guess, as money to go out of the country, to go to Ukraine, to go to Taiwan, and even to go to Israel. Apparently, and that's funny how they hid this TikTok bill in this foreign aid package. But even though it has nothing to do with any of those sorts, and the reason why they banned it was it's a national security threat. National security, because TikTok has been showing the truth. It was actually going on in Gaza as well. Like literally, even now, universities around the nation in the United States itself, students we have the right to protest, we have the freedom of speech, freedom of religion, correct? But not when you criticize Israel. Apparently, students nationwide are being harassed, physically abused, and by not just by the universities, by the police departments as well. So that's how you know we don't have freedom at all. But let's get into this TikTok thing first. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Apparently, after the bill was signed into law, TikTok published a statement saying that the ban is unconstitutional. Well, they don't care about the Constitution at all, because you're seeing what's happening nationwide. If they cared about the Constitution at all. And the CEO did say that he will appeal it, and if it comes to that where they have to sell, they will not. They'll rather close their U.S. based operations than sell. Okay, and but yeah, that's a bit on that front. And now we have a little bit of Apple news for you folks. So Apple has announced its first hardware event for this year on May 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's dubbed. What did they? They didn't really dub it. They have. They sent out an email. Which I received this email as well, where it says "Let loose." Oh, and then Maglab. Let loose. You're invited to watch a special Apple event. Tune in at apple.com at May 7th, 2024, 7 a.m. Pacific, or of course 10 a.m. Eastern. So this, there are. Hold on. Let me get that email. Let's see if we can find it. Email. Oh, here's my email. Where's the Apple email? Apple. I gotta find. I got so many emails here. Hmm. Let me see. Let me go look for it. That's the best way to do it. Apple. Receipt schedule. What's this one? No, that's not it. It's about the Worldwide Developer Conference. Looks like I didn't. I remember seeing this email. I remember seeing it. I most likely deleted it, unfortunately. It's weird. All right, but let me show you the image that I found as well. Open image. 11. There you are. Let loose. Of course, it's someone hand holding an Apple Pencil. It's a little bit. The logo's a little artsy. You're invited to watch the special Apple event. Tune in May 7th. And this likely implies, I should say, most likely implies they will announce maybe one or two maybe new iPad devices, or maybe even a new Apple Pencil as well. Okay. And by the way, if you are catching us live now, if you like the content, be sure to consider subscribing as well, and definitely hit that like on that video. Alrighty. So speaking of Apple, this was bound to happen, where their $3,500 Vision Pro headset didn't do as well with their low demand. It's been meeting low demand, and it looks like they've dwindled down on production, which is not surprising at all. What did they think was going to happen? And like people are going to go flock to a $3,500 headset when there's better options such as the Meta 3, which is way less than $3,500. Like, there's no reason at all why people would. It's not even a comparison for people, for anyone. To spend $3,500. I didn't even go out and spend that much. Like, why? There's no reason to. If the Meta 3 is out now for less than that price. That's funny. I don't understand how. What did they think was gonna happen? Like, seriously. Speaking of Apple, looks like they have resumed talks with OpenAI to build a chatbot for the iPhone, in addition to talking to Google for their. I'm trying to remember without looking at this. Not Bar, Gemini. So they're in talks with. It looks like they're in talks with multiple companies to, let's see, have a version of AI of ChatGPT on Apple devices. We'll see what happens this year at the Worldwide Developers Conference. Speaking of AI, Google has added AI conversion practice for the English language learners. The speaking practice features an AI bot that keeps up a conversation with users who are learning to speak English. And its feature is currently being tested in Argentina, Colombia, India, Mexico, Venezuela, and Indonesia. And then OpenAI, we talked about this before, where the leaders of the big tech were brought on into this safety board discussion thing. Now we have other tech leaders that are now officially part of the federal AI safety board. So we have OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman, Microsoft chief Satya Nadella, Alphabet, or should I say, Google's CEO Sundar Pichai. What else do we have? NVIDIA's Jen Singh Hang, North Group, Grumman's Kathy Warden, Delta's Ed Bastian, and along with other leaders in the tech and AI industry. So that's literally that's all the news we have for you in regards to that. Anything that does come up, of course, we're gonna bring it here on the show as well. Speaking of AI, Adobe is using an upscaling tech that uses AI to further sharpen video 8 times with fewer artifacts than ever before. Using video, GigaGAN, which is an experimental AI feature. Let's see, because it avoids using. So literally, it helps improve photos and images and what have you. Qualcomm is making a 5 nanometer ARM chipsets for Windows laptops. Also, the company has also introduced a new line of chips for handheld gaming devices, which is the reason why I'm talking about this. I don't normally talk about chipsets because it has to do with handheld gaming. So, let's see. Let's get into the handheld gaming. Along with 5G and Wi-Fi 6 and 6E connectivity, the platform is said to offer multi-day battery life, upgraded camera and audio functions, and chip-to-cloud security. A system with 8 CX Gen 3 chipsets will be able to take advantage of 29 plus tops of AI acceleration, with Qualcomm aiming to have up to 3 times the performance of the leading competitive platform. And it looks like it will offer up to 60% improved performance over previous iterations of the chipset. So speaking into more into the handheld gaming, the Snapdragon G3X Gen 1 gaming platform will support game streaming from consoles and PC cloud gaming services and Android games and apps. The Adreno GPU can run games at 144 frames per second and at 10-bit HDR, according to the company, while the Fast Connect 700 system offers 5G mmWare and sub-6 and Wi-Fi 6 and 6E connectivity. So they did also collab with Razer as well on a handheld gaming dev kit. It's available to developers starting today via Razer's website. This device features a 120Hz 6.65-inch OLED display with 10-bit HDR support for speakers and a built-in controller. The device can be used for live streams that include audio and video feeds from players since it has 1080p camera and dual mics as well. Okay, so that's about it. Next up, we have JetBlue has updated their in-flight entertainment system to add a watch party feature. Content recommendations like customers pick from where they left off during a previous trip. Who's gonna do that? Who in the right mind is gonna I think it's trying to act like these streaming services where you could go back to a previous show or a previous movie and you could just go back to where you left off at. Like, who's gonna be flying constantly just to watch a movie? If anything, they're gonna watch on their devices. Think it's funny, seriously. Alrighty, next up, Threads says a new feature for automating archiving for posts. In the future, will be optional. I don't understand how that feature is gonna be beneficial at all. I don't see myself using, or even a lot of people using that feature. Why would you want to archive anything when you easily go back to your post and go to it? Doesn't make any sense. It looks like FCC is reinstating net neutrality. They have voted to reinstate net neutrality taking place during an April open meeting. Commissioner Ana M. Gomez voted in favor of restoring it. And they noted 5 case uses of protections. That the FCC noted that it has no authority to interesting in political what is it called? Policing online speech, and that open internet protections will prevent ISPs from doing so. As for quote-unquote big tech, FCC deemed it as important but unrelated policy challenge. Now, challenge is important to that small and medium-sized companies that are trying to compete with more established companies. So pretty much just the normal PR speak. Alrighty, so it looks like the Switch 2, we have some updates on it. Apparently, it's going to have some form of magnetic Joy-Cons according to a hardware manufacturer. And it's also there's also a claim that the current Pro controller will be compatible with the new console. So it looks like they will not use the Relink system that's currently on the current Switch devices. So we'll see what happens. I don't mind it. The only thing that I do mind of the magnetic, because it's magnetic, the magnet is so secure that it won't, as you're playing a game or whatever it is you're doing on the Switch, what we normally do, the controllers won't just fall off because it's magnetic. It's not exactly lodged onto the console. So we'll see. This is just a rumor, it's speculation. Nothing's official as of this moment. So I gotta wait and see. All right, Tribeca Film Festival will be, will feature playable demos for 7 upcoming indie titles, and they will have a making of Final Fantasy VII panel as well. So let's see. What do we got? So here we have the game lineup, which are 7 titles. All 7 of the games will be playable in New York's Pier 57 from June 12th to 16th later this year. We have Arranger, a role puzzling adventure. Blueprints. We have Dark Web Streamer, Goodnight Universe, Neva, Skate Story, The Goodness You're Here, and it looks like that's it. And speaking of the Final Fantasy panel, uh, it's called From Fire to Firaga, remaking Final Fantasy VII, which will feature the director of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Naoki Hamaguchi, and Kitse. During the event, the two will discuss what it is like remaking the beloved classic and bringing in an iconic cast of characters to life in the modern age. BlizzCon is apparently not happening this year, according to a little bit of a update from Blizzard themselves. So over the next few months, we'll after careful consideration of the past year, we have made a decision not to hold BlizzCon in 2024. The decision was made lately, as BlizzCon remains a very special event for all of us, as we know many of you look forward to it. We're approaching this year differently, as we have explored different event formats in the past. Rest assured that we're just as excited as you are to bring BlizzCon in future years. So I'm pretty sure that's nothing to do with Microsoft being a part of this, because QuakeCon is still happening with what's the studio they acquired previously? Bethesda, the parent company, something media. I forgot the name of it, but yeah. So QuakeCon is still happening, even though Microsoft well acquired Bethesda and those other studios before, and ZeniMax. But yeah, we have an idea at Xbox that's happening at the end of, tomorrow, as of this recording, at 1 p.m. Eastern. So it's a partnership with IGN, which is called, I should say, dubbed their next idea Xbox Showcase. Deliver some of the most exciting upcoming indie titles from around the world, including Vampire Survivors, Dungeons of Hinterberg, Dirty Immortals, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, and much, much more. Next up, we have Embracer Group splitting into 3 separate companies. So let's see what we got here. We have Asmode Group, Coffee Stain and Friends, and Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends. So we have Asmode and Coffee Stain will become the new listings on the Nasdaq Stockholm. Middle Age will remain within the Embracer Group as it's currently listed. This listing may also be renamed. Asmode will split off within the next 12 months, while Coffee Stain will separate during 2025. So Asmode Group will focus on tabletop titles. Coffee Stain will range from indie to AA for PC, console, and mobile. Middle Earth will concentrate on AAA gaming, PC, and console as well. So Lars Wigforth will remain the CEO of all 3 companies, and has sent to form a long-term ownership structure, even though they let off a whole bunch of people prior to this. They decided to branch up into 3 separate companies, but yet the people you're saying is be sticking around. He's the CEO, not just 1 but 3 companies now, but yet everybody else did the job. It's funny how that works. All right. So we have a little bit of fundraiser bundle from itch.io once again for Palestine relief that aids Gaza's children and includes over 300 titles. It's called Palestinian Relief Bundle. Copy link, which I'm going to share with you in chat now. And if you're unable to join us live, this will be available later on the description or in the show notes of this episode. For an $8, you can pay more if you want to donate more. Collection has blown past its initial goal of 100,000. The second goal of 250,000 is currently raising over 320,000. Let me go on it now to see where are they at now. So right now they're at Hold on, let me go to now. Let me share with this now what I'm looking at. So it's currently a little over $40,000, which is 80% of their goal. And this is literally all the titles you could get. A slew of titles. Okay, it's still going. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to. And the offer is ending also in a little over 7 days. So get it while you can. And if you want more, you could donate $50 as well to get 100 over 180 plus. We'll get into the video shortly once we go through these titles. Wow, that's a lot. There we go. We finally reached the end. Let's go back to the video. So all proceeds from the bundle will be donated to the PCRF. Ends May 6th. It's a huge shout out to all these creators, and even to Duncan Robinson for literally everything that they continue to do for this cause. Okay, so I think that's it. All right, let us continue on. So there's a new Lego set that's coming out in partnership with Animal Crossing. So KK Slider is, I guess, starting August. Okay, let's show you this. They actually had to put this on below. It doesn't actually sing or move. We know. They're Legos. So for all you Lego fans, or I should say, or Animal Crossing fans, there's a new set for you to look forward to. High Life is getting a physical edition finally, an official graphic novel as well, live at Amazon. And there's also Soul Game of the Year edition as well. It's coming out September 19th. Mandalorian is coming to Xbox, but nothing confirmed for PlayStation as of yet. Or should I say, for Nintendo Switch as well. Fallout 4 update is apparently bugged. But it is coming to PS Plus Extra members, according to Bethesda. So there are apparently people have been collecting social media that are unable to get the update because of their PlayStation Plus. They claim the game in PlayStation Plus, but this is just a bug, and it is being addressed, and it will be resolved hopefully. That's why I haven't even hopped on Fallout 4. So I was waiting for this next gen update, but apparently with this update, it broke a lot of things. So I'm just waiting until it actually works before I hop into it. All right. Speaking of Call of Duty, season 3 Reloaded apparently is happening in a couple days. On May 1st, bringing new maps, modes, operator bundles, and what have you. And apparently, David Booker dressed as I should say, made it look like a 007 agent in a suit. Okay, so let me see what's the highlights of this update. Let's see. It's adding another gun, the Bell 27 assault rifle from Advanced Warfare. Modern Warfare 3 is getting 2 core 6v6 maps. Checkpoint is coming. Rebirth. London is being graffitified. Escort and Minefield is new game modes that are coming. Escort, attack and defend, and Minefield is a mix of game modes as well. Zombies is getting a new story mission, the third Aether Rift quest, and more schematics to unlock. Remake will be the season's new warlord boss to fight. Warzone, new variants of the Resurgence map, ground loot, Scourge, large scale battle royale version of Hardpoint to Rebirth Island, new public events with info strikes, heavy armor mode variants, so time, I should say, different modes. We have Warzone Mobile. Is Ball 27 is coming to the mobile version as well. Let's see. It also includes buyback battle royale variant mode for Verdex. New events and what have you, and the Blaze Up limited time event. No, let's just talking about it previously, but that's about it. PUBG is bringing back the original Grengel map for a limited time. So they're getting more details on May 13th. So it will be available from May 14th to 28th on PC, and May 23rd to June 6th is coming on consoles. Sony's looks like it's I guess having discussions to buy Paramount. So we'll see. They might succeed because they bought Crunchyroll and Funimation. So we'll see what happens. Steam has updated their refund policy to include pre-release playtime. It applies to games that are pre-purchased or offer advanced access. Adding playtime acquired during the advanced access period will now count towards the Steam refund period. Not surprising. Should have done this a long time ago. So a lot of people use that loophole to play and then refund those titles. I'm like, doesn't make sense. Do that in any other store, and and they won't refund you if there is playtime. So, not surprising that they took this route at all. Meta is apparently opening up its Meta OS for third-party hardware. And let's see what else we got. To make it a more open ecosystem for developers and users alike. And it already has a handful of partners on board, such as Asus and Lenovo. So we'll see what devices that come out with this partnership. Deadpool and Wolverine, we have a trailer. I feel like I did see it. I don't know. I don't know what I think of it. I have to see more of it. Let's see. Okay, we have a Tales of the Teaching TMNT. We have a teaser trailer that was released. So the voice cast of Mutant Mayhem are presenting the roles for this new Paramount Plus series. Paramount really, really helps somebody buys them, so this way you can move them to its own thing. I'm tired of Paramount. All right, One Piece season 2 is reportedly set for premiering in 2025 on Netflix. Like, like really, uh, like season 1 was so good. It looks like that's all we have for you, folks. That's all we have. So if you guys are interested in sending some feedback that could be featured on the show, you go to the theimpactplay.com/feedback. Also, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. If you guys want to join the conversation offline, you can. We're going to the end. Oops, I almost spilled my monster. Almost. Uh, Go to theimpactplay.com and click on feedback. You have a couple ways to do so. It could be your feedback could be featured on the show itself, and also it could help direct the show even further. Also, if you want the most immediate updates, be sure to click on the WhatsApp icon and take you to our WhatsApp channel, which is the best way to get any updates from us on the McLay. Also, if you want to join the conversation offline, you can by chatting with the community and just chatting in general or specific topics. We have that as well by clicking on the Discord icon. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and more on our website. And also, do not forget, we also have a store where we have merch as we have merch. Where's the store? Oh, here it is. I clicked on I thought I was there. So just click on the TeePublic link. It'll take you to our merch lineup. There's a sale going on as well, where you can save up to 35%. You can get this front and back logo type shirt, which I am wearing it here. Hold on, let me do this. See, I'm already wearing it. I bought a couple pairs myself. So if you do that, it'll definitely support the show as well. It'll help us to keep doing what we've been doing for years now. All right. So I think that's all we have for you folks. So be sure to hit the follow button again. Once again, youtube.com/at Theimpactplay. Also, for our supporters, they do get this show without any ads. If you want to become a supporter, you can go to theimpactplay.com/support. Other than you guys so much. Have a great one. I'll see you all next time around. And also, before we end this, keep posting, keep sharing. Demand is ceasefire now.